Look, it happens, okay? I got my gasket, I got excited, and I put it together without getting the camera set up. It's just one of those things. Assembly is reverse of disassembly, okay? So some things in the book, they talk about shim width and all of that other stuff. I referred you to the Desmo Works guy and Andy's Motorcycle Obsession. So the book says that's only for new bearings. I'm using all of the same stuff because there's nothing wrong with them. So when you do that, you don't have to allow for the 15 thousandths preload. It says just put in the gasket and then use the same shims. So the gasket thickness is slightly different. This one measures around 0.30, 0.29, 0.27, depending on where you're at. And this one's a solid about a 0.28 all the way around. So it's off by 2 thousandths. I don't think that's a big deal. 2 thousandths is not that big a deal. There's no play in the shaft that I can find. Everything else feels about normal where it was. It's all lining up where it was. I did put Yamabond on both sides of the cases. So I put Yamabond on this side, I put the gasket down, I put Yamabond on the gasket all the way around, put the other case on. We torqued our 8mm bolts to 24 Newton meters, and then the 6mm bolts are 9.3 Newton meters. So the case is back together. I went back and retorqued everything, and then I went back and retorqued everything again. It all checks out, so I'm gonna roll with it. Did the Yamabond make up the 2/1000 of an inch? Let's just say it made up 1/1000, okay? Because we're squishing out a little bit. So I'm gonna run it. If it blows up, I'll fix it. If it doesn't blow up, it's okay. I don't think it's that big a deal. What I do think is a big deal is this fucking schmutz in the top of the case. So I put some oil on the bearings on this side. When we flip it over, we'll oil up the other side just to get them wet, ready to go. So now I'm just gonna start throwing the parts back on it. I'm gonna start back here because I'm back here. So this is the gasket set that I got. And it crosses over to different models, different years. So use what you need. It's got the gasket for the starter. It's got a bunch of seals in it that we're not going to need right now. And then it's got a couple of shim gaskets or washer gaskets. This is for the oil pump. And I don't know where those go. But I didn't see any of those, so we'll roll with it. So I'm pretty sure it's in neutral. This is gonna shove in here. Like this. Why do I think it's a neutral? Because I can spin this and the other shaft is free. Oh, and I cleaned up the cases. This Ugga Dugga is on its lightest setting. I'm going to torque it. Wow! It's like 30 foot-pounds. I don't think it's coming out. So I guess we could start off by talking about what happened last night. So at some point, that thing turned off, and I just kept going. So I got this side completely put back together. And then I went ahead and got all this put back on, mostly this. So next up is I'm going to put the cover on this side. I'm going to put the cover on that side. And then I think we'll go ahead and get pistons, cylinders, and heads installed. And then I'm just waiting for some little covers, not covers, the back portion of the cam pulley shroud thing. I don't want to run open pulleys fully exposed up here, just cause, even though I think that would look really cool, but we'll see. So let's get this side on first. Not putting the clutch basket on until I get the motor back in the bike. But you know, we can do some things. Come on, just a smidge. Just a smidge. Come on. Yeah.
like the sun. You know, baby,
Okay, so you saw me struggling with this oil scraper ring setup thingamajig. I know it's hard to see, but it's because it's small. But if we look at this little doojab is supposed to fit inside that groove, and you can see that it doesn't. And then these two thingamabobs fit on top and bottom. So through a series of phone calls, I talked to Nick over at Black Label Mechanica, and he referred me over to Total Seal. So I called Total Seal on the phone, and then we took a couple measurements, depth and width of this. So this is a 2 millimeter wide ring. This is a 4 millimeter wide assembly. So they're gonna, well, I ordered the parts, so they're putting the parts together. It's going to be a 2 millimeter oil ring scraper assembly. It's going to fit right in there, and then we'll be back in business. So now I got to scrape all this gasket sealer off because it's starting to dry and it's no longer working. So we will postpone this part of the process until I get the rings, and then we can start again. I have to gap them again. No big deal. You know, stuff happens sometimes when you're buying off-the-shelf kits that are pieced together. Italian pistons, Japanese rings. Sometimes there's a little confusion in there. It's okay, not upset. It is what it is. Oh, that dude from Total Seal was doing English to metric conversions in his head while I was talking. He's a human computer. So that's all I can do, because I don't want to put this stuff on when it's in the bike, because we have to do stuff, more stuff, timing stuff, top dead center stuff. It should be top dead center. on the mark, but it's going to rotate back up. We'll figure that out later when we have the do jabs all together. Okay, I'm gonna cut it off. I'm gonna go to work on this truck. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good day.